The Conservative Party have called for divorcing couples to have a 3-month cooling-off period before they're allowed to sign on the dotted line ending their marriage for good. The idea is supposed to encourage warring husbands and wives to take more time to reflect on their lives together and consider reconciliation before making the decision final. Stop laughing, Carol. Under new plans, proceedings would not be able to commence for 12 weeks after divorce papers have been filed. So is it a good idea?
I think the Tories should have a go at it. I really do.
Let them
if they want to bring it, if they want to bring it in, let them have a go. For me, no. I was glad to get out of mine as quick as I could because, you know, I think when you come to that stage, you know it's over, and all you want to do is get out of it. And the thought of him coming back would have just terrified me. So I would have hated that 12-week period because he probably would have tried to come back and talk me around to, and I would have fallen for it then. And he was totally the wrong man for me because I've met Mr. Wonderful now. So I wouldn't have been in that position to have met the right man. So
you're not for it?
I'm not for it at all. I think, thank God, we have got some chance of getting out of relationships now that are totally wrong for us.
Carol, what do you reckon?
Well, you know, I don't think it's enough, actually. And
think it should be longer?
Well, I can understand their point. I can see what they're trying to do. They want to make it look like, you know, they believe in the institution of marriage, and they want to, you know, make it slightly more difficult to get divorced. But
how long do you leave it?
Well, you know, I just think that it is too easy to get divorced these days, and I don't think, you know, obviously there are cases where people do need to get divorced very quickly, but I wouldn't mind seeing an end to the quickie divorce. I think that people would think much, much harder about getting married in the first place if it was much more difficult to get divorced.
But when you get married, you think it's love and roses and it's going to be forever anyway.
No, but some people don't. I'm pretty certain some people get married and think, well, I know it's not quite right, but if it doesn't work out, I can just get divorced. I mean, I know I thought that when the first time I got married. I'm not going to think it the second time, but I did sort of, in the back of my mind, I knew, yeah. But then, when he did leave and it was over and we were getting a divorce, I refused him a divorce for years, for like 5 years. I don't know, because I felt like I was in control for once. Do you know what I mean? Because he wanted the divorce and he kept getting his accountant to ask for one, and I kept saying, no way.
But what if
you know,
you weren't married to his accountant?
But I think it's not a bad idea. I think maybe depending on the length of marriage. I mean, if you've been married for 15 years and you know it's over, then, you know, the 3 months is kind of pointless. But if it's your first big row in the first year of marriage, it might not be a bad thing to let you just cool down a little bit.
But surely people, it's completely personal, and is it really anything to do with the political, you know, government at the time? I mean, what's it got to do with the Tory party, how long people want to take before they make a decision like that? Well, I just think it's a personal thing, and it shouldn't be on the political agenda.
But the divorce laws change all the time. It used to be really, really hard. It used to take years to get a divorce, and now you can literally get one in an afternoon. And I just don't think that's right. I think it should be much harder.
I suppose the Tories' argument would be that it sort of contributes to the breakdown of society if families are breaking off, and that happens very easily, and you know.
Yeah, I think people should have freedom, and I think they should be able to make their decisions when and where they want to.
Hear, hear.
Absolutely. Right, I'm standing for government next.
That told us.